What's going on, beautiful people? Hope you guys are having a great morning, great evening, great afternoon, wherever you may be located in the world. In this video today, I'm going to be doing some trading psychology for a lot of beginners out there, and also people who are still, learning. They're on their journey of trading. They're trying to figure out, like, okay, at what point am I going to start seeing results? That's the biggest question a lot of people ask. They ask me all the time. I get DMs, I get emails, I get text messages. Bro, I've been doing this for so long now. At what point do I know? This is probably the best way to know, right? Or at least you can now give yourself certain milestones or certain points to look forward to when it comes to doing this. And so it's important that you want to change the way you think. So a lot of people, when it comes to trading, think that they have 30 days within a month. And the reality is that that's not the case at all. In reality, you don't have 30 days. In reality, you have 22 trading days every single month. Obviously, if it's a 31 month, if it's a 31 day month, you have 3 days. If you have a 28-day month, you have less than that. But let's just call it 22 days. Most months have 30 days, so we'll just say 22 days. You have 22 trading days. So what that means is that trading days is a lot less than normal days. Hopefully that makes sense, right? Like if a month went by in real time, only 22 days have gone by in trading time. So, that's why a lot of people, they're like, I've been doing this for so long. It feels like forever. But in the trading kind of aspect of things, you haven't been doing it for that long, or you haven't been doing it for as long as you think you have. So it's very important to understand that when you first get started in this game. Okay. Now, here's what you need to understand, and here are some milestones to think about. Rather, because everybody says the same thing. Oh, it's going to take you 2 to 3 years to get this. And to some extent that is accurate. But when I was first told that, when I first started learning how to trade, it didn't help me. That to me, that wasn't helpful because, okay, what am I doing for 2 to 3 years? Or what about in between that time? Like, what am I looking forward to? I need to give myself more structure, right? I'm a structured type of guy. I like looking at things and then there being clear instructions on what to do, clear milestones on what to hit, and then just using my own work ethic to get there as quickly as possible because I'm trying to see results. When I started trading, I didn't have a lot of money. When I started, doing other businesses, I didn't have a lot of money to my name. So I had to get from 0 to 100. I had to do everything from 0 to 100. And I took the same thing in regards to trading. So what I started to do was I started to think about it in trades, how many trades I need to take rather than how long it's going to take. So here's the milestones that everybody needs to pay attention to if you're a beginner or even somebody who's in the process right now, but they're feeling a little bit lost. They don't really know what to do. Here's what you think about in terms of trades. Your first 100 trades, right, is going to be about learning, execution, and discipline. That's all you're doing. Now, because you have 22 trading days, if you take one trade every day for a full trading month, it's probably going to take you 2.5 months to hit 100 trades. So that's why a lot of people, when they say something crazy like, oh, I've been trading for a month now and I'm not seeing any results. And it's like, bro, you really haven't been trading that long. And you've only taken, maybe a handful of trades, like 40 trades you've taken. You can't expect to see any type of sustainable or even, long-lasting results with only 40 trades to your name, right? Or you can't compare yourself to somebody who's been trading for years to you. You've taken less trades. Like you can't expect to know that. You know what I mean? So anyways, your first 100 trades is going to be you learning, execution, and discipline. That's it. The next milestone you want to pay attention to is 500 trades. So for 500 trades, you're starting to understand your edge. Now, let me be clear on this. You don't have an edge at 500 trades. You don't, because you still don't know what you're doing. 500 trades, that could take you whenever, right? That could take you 6 months, that could take you 8 months, that could take you a year. It all depends on how often you're trading. But after 500 trades, you start understanding your edge. You start understanding, okay, this is what I'm good at. I like this. This to me makes the most sense. I've made money whenever I do this. Again, you can see after 500 trades, your understanding of the markets is still fundamental at best, still rudimentary. Like you have so much that you still need to learn. But after 500 trades, you start to understand what it is that you like to do and what it is that you're good at. So that's after 500 trades. This mark right here, 1,000 trades, right, is you being able to realistically judge if you're profitable or not. That is the point that every trader needs to get to. You want to get to this point as quickly as possible because you don't want to waste too much time. Because a lot of people, what they tend to do is this. They start, they're excited, they take 4 trades, 5 trades, 6 trades. Okay, everything's going good. They take 10, 20, 30. Okay, I think I'm starting to get this. Around like 100 to 200, they're like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. So a lot of people, you'll be surprised, they don't even touch 500 trades. But they're like, well, I've been doing this now for like 6 months and I'm not even hitting anything. You're not even at 500 trades yet. Like, you still don't understand what you're doing. And so it makes sense why somebody will say it'll take you 2 to 3 years to really see if this is for you, because naturally people just don't know the work that's required to even, start to see the results that you need to. And that's why in the beginning, and that's another thing that kind of annoys me too. A lot of people will say, oh, you need to start working smarter, not harder. You don't know what working smarter even is yet. You don't even know what that looks like. And you can't even work smarter if you haven't worked harder in the first place. So you have to work hard, especially when it comes to trading. If this is something that you want to do professionally, or if this is something that you want to do to get you to certain, levels in life, right? I mean, I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of people are like, hey, I want to take care of my family. You can't take care of your family if you only took 200 trades, bro. Like, that does nothing. That does nothing for you. Or I want to retire myself in a certain amount of time. Okay, great. You need to get those 1,000 trades as quickly as possible so that way you can realistically see if you'll be profitable or not. And after 1,000 trades, you also have to realize too, you have found out if the strategy you're using is not working. You have been able to identify, what it is that you're lacking in, if you are practicing proper risk management, if you're avoiding greed and fear and so on and so forth. On the way to 1,000 trades, you have seen a lot of what it takes to be a trader. And so after 1,000 trades, you should also have been making adjustments. You should have been maybe trying out other strategies. You should have been maybe trying out other financial markets. Some people like to trade crypto. Some people like to trade stocks. Some people like to trade futures. I mean, whatever the case may be. I mean, whatever you trade, it doesn't matter. But the point is that as a trader as a whole, after 1,000 trades, you should have also been just improving yourself along this way. So it's not purely just about taking 1,000 trades. It's also about the fact that you need to improve yourself along the way. And you'll do that naturally because, again, the best way to know if you're a good trader or not is if you've made money. If you haven't made any money, then respectfully, you suck. Next, we have 5,000 trades. And this is for those people who really love trading, right? You're a pro. Or you should be a pro, or at least operating close to a professional level after 5,000 trades, right? So I just want to go ahead and put that up there so that way people just can go and see that. I'm not going to go too in depth with pro level because I'll be honest with you, I'm still, trying to get to a pro level. I think I'm pretty good right now, but am I even at 5,000 trades? Actually, yeah, I am. Now that I thought about it. Yeah, I'm definitely at 5,000 trades. But even me, I still have a lot of work I need to get done on my end. So I have no problem admitting that. But for the time being, let's go ahead and, again, I wrote all this down on my phone, so I'm just looking at my phone to go ahead and type this in here. But for the time being, let's focus on the 1,000 trade mark because that's very important for beginners. That's very important for people who are, practicing this and so on and so forth. So to reach 1,000 trades, here's how long it might take you. If you take one trade, right, a day, again, still looking at our calculations for 22 trading days, it's going to take you 45 months, which is just close to 4 years. And it was funny because a lot of people, they'll say, like I heard people when I first started trading, watching YouTube and stuff, it took me 4 years to see profitability. I'm like, what the hell have you been doing for 4 years? But then I did the math and I'm like, oh, well, if you took a trade a day, yeah, it would take you 4 years because you took one trade a day. And that's you taking a trade every day, Monday through Friday. So that's going to take you 4 years. Now, let's say you're somebody who's like, yeah, I could do more than that. I can go ahead and see what else I can do. So let's say you do 5 trades a day, right? So 5 trades a day, and again, 22 days in a month. It's going to take you 9 months to hit 1,000 trades, which is within a year. 9 months of doing this, are you going to be a pro? No. But 9 months of doing this and being consistent with it, you should know realistically if you're profitable or not. But it's going to take you 9 months. And let's just keep going down. Let's say you take 10 trades a day, which at this point, you're scalping. You're not even, 1 trade a day, you're a swing trader, maybe an intraday. 5 trades a day, maybe intraday, but even then, you're kind of almost scalping. 10 trades a day, you're scalping. Let's just keep it back. Let's say you want to become a scalp trader, which for those that don't know is like a high frequency trader. It's a high frequency style of trading. You're taking 10 trades a day. It's going to take you around 4.5 months to hit 1,000 trades. So relatively quickly. It means you start in January. By April or May, you should hit 1,000 trades. And that's you doing 10 trades a day, every single day, Monday through Friday. And I don't even know why I'm going to include this in here. But again, I know there's some people that will watch this at some point in time who are insane. So this is for y'all. If you take 20 trades a day, you're going to hit 1,000 trades in just under 2.5 months. Now, again, I personally don't know anybody who takes 20 freaking trades a day. That is you scalping in and out of the market consistently over and over and over and over again. Like your trading journal is through the freaking roof. I mean, 1,000 trades in 2.5 months. I mean, Jesus, you keep that up for a year, you could be a pro, or you could be operating at least at a professional level. And even and again, I said this earlier, right? You should always be monetizing and making your strategy better throughout this entire process of you reaching 1,000 trades. But even then, just naturally, because you're producing so much output, you're going to naturally get better. So for beginners who are watching this, don't even worry too much about, again, working smarter or optimizing, right? People love to say, oh, you want to optimize this, you want to optimize that. You can't optimize the damn thing if you haven't put in the work yet. And you can't optimize anything without having enough information that needs to be optimized, right? If you took 1 trade and you're watching a video on how to optimize your strategy, you can't optimize anything. You've only taken 1 trade or 2 trades or 100 trades. You don't have enough data. You don't have enough of a data group yet to be able to make anything better. You know what I mean? It's like you baking a cake. In order to make a cake better, you got to cook or bake a bunch of cakes. Well, I don't know why, but you guys understand what I'm saying, right? Okay, Jesus. So thinking about it like this has at least helped me. And it's helped me because now I can choose how I want to go about this. And so let's say you're somebody who, doesn't have that much time on their hands. They don't have a lot of free time. Let's say all you can do is take 1 trade a day. And it's a swing trade. It's a high quality setup. That's totally fine. But you're not going to hit that 1,000 trade mark until about 4 years. So you should expect to do this for at least 4 years. If you're somebody who has a little bit more time, right, like I do, I have a decent amount of free time on my hands. I can take 5 trades a day, no problem. I don't anymore. Right now, I take a trade maybe like once every few days. I don't really take that many setups. It's gonna take you around 9 months. If you have a bunch of time in your hands and you're a high frequency scalper, you can look at the 10 or 20 mark if that's what you want to go ahead and do. Now, another thing I want to note: if you're trading on a prop firm or on a funded account, 20 trades a day you may not be able to do for certain prop firms, because what will happen is that their risk parameters that they have built into their systems might recognize that as, an EA movement. So for people who don't know what EA is, EA stands for an expert advisor or a trading bot. And so there are some prop firms that don't allow trading bots at all. And if you're taking 20 trades a day, even if they are manual, and even if you do lose all 20, it doesn't matter, because of the frequency in which you're trading is not, at least in their eyes, is not, resembling a human trader. Because again, most people don't answer 20 trades in a damn day. So I just want to put that out there. 10 trades, you should be fine. But 20, again, that's a lot of trades that you're taking. So I just want to make that clear too for those of you. But if you're trading on a live account and you have your own money, again, practice this out. Or even better yet, don't even try doing this on a on a funded account or a live account. Hop on a demo account. A lot of people, they also ask me, how long should I be on a demo for? If you want to take your first 1,000 trades on a demo account, you can go ahead and do 20 trades in a day if you want to. After 2.5 months, that could be kind of like your thing. You know, people like to say, oh, practice on a demo account for 6 months to a year. It's like, well, you know, if you want to hit 1,000 trades, there you go. Those are the numbers. You want to hit 500 trades, you just cut these in half, right? You just cut these, numbers in half, right? If you want to hit 500 trades, instead of, 4 years, it'd probably take you 2. Instead of 9 months, probably take you whatever amount. Instead of 4.5 months, it'll take you 2. Instead of 2 months, it'll take you 30 days, right? So think about that as well while you're going and starting your trading journey. But anyways, guys, hopefully this video helped. I really, there's a lot of people right now who are struggling with trading, who just have bad information in general, and who just feel lost. And my job, at least here, is to give the best advice I have at this time. I might look back on these videos and look at myself talking and just be like, you have no idea what you're talking about. But I think, to my knowledge, these videos will age relatively well. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, all my information is down below. I'll have my Instagram, the broker that I use. If you want a funded account, if you want a prop firm to use, it'll be in the link down below. Everything else that you need will be down there. Free community, VIP community, all that good stuff. Okay. Well, with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one.